Step where I step. Stop.
That entire scene and those consistent characters were built from scratch using Nano Banana Pro and Kling 3.0. Here is what most people don't realize when generating AI animated videos. The animation isn't the hard part. The hard part is this: keeping your characters consistent from the first frame to the last. But what if you could lock your character's consistency in perfectly before you even animate anything? This is exactly what I want to show you. I will leave all the tools and prompts I'm using in this video in the description below, and you can use the same method I'm about to show you to create hyper-realistic characters, animate them, and begin telling your stories. To begin with, I started with a simple emotional story. A tribal sister teaching her younger brother how to hunt. The second step was creating our characters and locking their consistency. I used a Nano Banana Pro inside OpenAI, but not like most people do. I didn't just create one image, I created a full character system using a structured character prompt. Here on OpenAI, select image and select create image, and on this dashboard make sure that Nano Banana is the model selected, but you can also try out Nano Banana too. From there, in the prompt box, we need to paste in our prompt. I created this AI character prompt pack. I'll leave it in the video description below. This prompt tells the AI to create a specific character, not just a random image. It defines how the character looks, and then it asks the AI to show her from different angles. This creates a reference sheet that locks our character's face, outfit, and overall look. Because of that, the AI stops guessing and the character stays the same in every scene. Without it, each image would look slightly different, but with it, you get a consistent character you can use to tell a proper story. Just copy the first part of the prompt that describes the first character, because in my story there are two characters, and paste it in the prompt box. Do not skip any part of this tutorial because you might end up skipping the most valuable details to create consistent characters. Click on Output to select the desired aspect ratio and the desired resolution. I'll go for 4K and I'll click on Create. Our character is generated perfectly. Now, here are some challenges that you are likely to face and how you can overcome them. One challenge that you are likely to face is having your character facing the same direction instead of facing the opposite direction, so that you get a full profile of your character. Like it happened to me here. The close-up left profile and the close-up right profile were facing the same direction, meaning I couldn't see the right close-up profile of this character. According to our front view, on the right side of our character, there is this red mark, as we can also see it here and here. If we really love this character and we want to use it in our story, we can download this image and upload it in the prompt box and tell the AI that the right close-up shot of our character must face the left side while keeping all its character details consistent. By doing that, you get all the character details correctly. You have your right close-up profile facing the left. That's how you can work around this challenge. Now, the second challenge that you might face while generating your character is having your full body view cut out. You need to ensure that you are able to see every detail about your character from head to toe. In an event where you generate a reference sheet and you are unable to see some parts of your character, like it has happened here, this close-up profile have cut the legs of our character. This is the workaround that I use to overcome this. There are two ways we can work around this. The first way is by reprompting. Just grab and drop your image into your prompt box and tell the AI to say in each panel, the top section, which is the horizontal area, must show the full body view of the character from head to toe, fully visible with no cropping, while keeping all the details of our character consistent. Now, the other workaround we can use is by giving the AI a reference image. For example, I really love how this was generated. All I can do is just drag and drop it in the reference box and leave the prompt just like it is and say in each panel in image 1, for me to select image 1, I'll click on add and I'll find image 1 like this. The top section, which is the horizontal area, must show the full body view of the character from head to toe, fully visible with no cropping like image 2. So click on add and I'll select image 2 while keeping all the character details consistent and hit generate. And there we have a reference shed with a full profile of our character. If you have reached this far, consider subscribing to our channel because more value awaits you. Now, let me show you something really important that most people miss when creating AI character. We have started with one first character who is the sister, and she's very solid, like fully designed, consistent, and clear from every angle. For us to create our second character who is the brother to the sister, the mistake that most people make is by just copying the entire prompt of the character, pasting it into the prompt box, and generating the image just like that. In most cases, you get something that is completely off to the first character that you designed. According to the story that we have, they are related. In most cases, the AI generates something completely different from what we had in the beginning. Hence, the two characters will not feel connected or related, just like it has done for us here. Now, this is what I did when I wanted to create the boy. Instead of starting from scratch, I took the sister's reference sheet and used it as a guide. So instead of the AI guessing what the boy should look like, I basically told it, hey, make him belong to this world. And that truly changes everything because now the AI has something to follow. It already knows the facial structure, the skin tone, the style, and the cultural details. So when generating the boy, he naturally comes out looking like he is actually related. He fits the same tribe. He belongs to the same story. This is the same thing I did with this character who belongs to this world. And there we have our character. He looks as if he belongs to the sister's world, who is this one. Now that we've created our characters, we can start prompting them in different positions, different places, and doing different activities. All we have to do is, first of all, delete this prompt and the reference image and just drag both reference sheet in this prompt box, or just click on this add reference and click on upload image and select the two reference sheet of your two characters and prompt them based on what they are doing or where they are or what you just want to come out first. For example, I'll say the tripod sister and the younger brother are standing relaxed, natural posture, calm expression, hit generate, and they all have a character. Their faces are consistent, their outfit is consistent and relatable, culturally rich, and they are positioned exactly like we prompted. And this is another one. Same characters, same outfit, consistent hairstyle, faces, and cultural marks. This is another one we got. And this is the final one we generated. Now that you understand how to generate your characters, how to walk around any era, and how to combine them together to create one single scene, here is the final thing that you can do to bring your characters to life using Kling 3.0 to animate them and tell incredible stories. Just come over to frame to video, first in your start frame, first in your end frame, and type in exactly what you want to see happen. Make sure that audio is turned on and make sure that the duration is all the way to 15 seconds and the resolution is chosen to 1080p and hit generate. And when you animate these videos in Kling 3.0, you get a full animated story just like this one. And there you go. Instead of broken characters, random scenes, starting over again and again and wasting credits, lock in characters from the start, create cinematic, consistent storytelling, and smooth animation that actually feels real. If you have any questions, let me know in the comment section below. From here, if you want to learn how to create a more engaging dialogue series, check out this next video that walks you through the entire process. God bless you.